if it was like Dani, I think Dani would have made like dressed Madison down,
right,
and made her feel okay, fine, I'll tell.
He thought he was moving back in his family home. Let me tell you something. Nicole busy in that family home.
Oh my!
Well, her chocolate man.
Oh my gosh! Oh. Bill Hamilton, thank you for showing brothers why they should not drop the ball.
Okay, what about Leslie's crazy ass? Because she's still in her mind, even though she's fucking Marcel, she still has her claws in Ted.
It did not do a great job with the cast of Beyond the Gates.
Yes, beautiful black
just
people. Beautiful black people.
Carlton, you better build a roster.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Loving Them Gates, a Beyond the Gates weekly podcast where Brian H. Butters and Queen PR dissects the latest episodes of the new hit show Beyond the Gates. We'll break down all the plot twists, character arcs, and iconic moments with our unique perspectives and a whole lot of love.
Welcome back to Loving Them Gates. So I'm a little hyper because if you're a wrestling fan, we just watched Royal Rumble. It was really exciting. So my adrenaline is like on 1,000. So I couldn't wait to talk about Beyond the Gates. Yes.
I know some Roman Reigns fans.
Congratulations to our
some
trilogy.
Liv Morgan fans here.
Yeah.
Like two of my favorites.
Any fans that watch WWE, let us know in the comments because we definitely want to.
They cross over.
No, definitely crossover.
Oh.
What?
If I'm Bianca Belair and Montez Ford's agent, I am booking them on the Gates.
They would actually be perfect.
I know.
To be guest stars on Beyond the Gates.
Mm-hmm. Trick and Lash.
Trick and Lash would be great too.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. They was already on
He was on All America.
Yeah. So
she was on what was that show, that reality show? Or was like a
Housewives? No, it wasn't Housewives. They were on Housewives, but they was on something else. Yeah.
Or maybe it was Atlanta.
Not those both with the black people, so it could have been either one.
Yeah.
But anyway.
All the way.
Let's get back to Beyond the Gates recap. Okay, so just some quick notes before we get into last week's episodes. Beyond the Gates has marked a new season high for viewership the week of January 12th to the 16th. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's the really spicy week that I was like, this is a heavy hitter. So congratulations to
Plus
Beyond the Gates.
Snowstorm on the East Coast.
Snowstorm.
Be careful out there. Y'all be safe out East Coast.
I think we're getting more snow. So yeah, be careful. But the perfect time to be home and watch them Gates live.
Yeah, with the daylight.
Especially with the daylight, which is fun. And also, the show received another nomination from the Writers Guild Awards for daytime drama. So that is huge to get a nomination from the Writers Guild. Congratulations.
And I can vote in that.
Yeah, you can.
You seen my card.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. You be paying them dues and stuff. I appreciate it.
Thank you. You had to bring up the back.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like, it is what it is, but you also get the privilege of voting and participating in the writers community, which I think is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Shall we get into it?
Yeah, because this took me up. It took me down. It took me all around.
Last week's episode?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. So I think I want to start with one storyline that I know is still affecting you to this moment, and that is Soap. I want to say .net or something.
Soap Digest?
Yeah, no, whichever one that I get the recaps from.
Okay, Soap Knows.
But they called Chelsea and Madison Chadison. Is it the end of Chadison? No. You don't think they have broken up completely? Okay, so they get into that argument after Madison witnesses Chelsea taking drugs, buying drugs, taking them on the spot. Like, it was a lot for Madison to digest. And they get into an argument. They talk about how opposite they are. And Madison just sees that as like, it's just not going to work. And kind of breaks up with Chelsea.
You know, last week you said something key, and that was when you get in a relationship, sometimes you tend to lean towards what you think that person wants you to be. You tend to lean towards that. Full disclosure, I was like, look, we fighting early. I ain't got time for this. This is the way I am. Take it or leave it. You like this part of me, you don't like this part of me. I'm her. But, you know, everybody don't do that. And they're younger, you know, and different experiences.
Right. I do think that Madison came in with her mind made up. And I think Chelsea was expecting them to just either have a blowout argument or a conversation about it. And I think Madison was just like, we're too different. It's not going to work.
Yeah, and that's the part that sucks because I think that with them two, you got to have growing pains. And like we said before, Chelsea has been going through so much stuff that Madison hasn't seen a breathable Chelsea. You know, and sometimes that happens in relationships. You catch somebody at a certain season, it could be new job, new place.
Getting kidnapped.
Getting kidnapped. Grandmother getting cancer.
Right.
Parents getting used to parents.
Yeah,
you know,
we start with her dealing with her parents getting divorced.
That's still new.
It's a lot. Yeah. Now that you're like even naming the other stuff, like not
her
even
favorite
the obvious ones. Yeah.
Her aunt and uncle. So it was so many changes. And I think that like it was like Madison was that breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
But then Madison didn't see a tragic moment or a near tragic or something like in the midst of it. It was like all this stuff had kind of happened. She was dealing with it. So it was like, okay, finally I get to breathe. Let me relax. And I think what's so horrible about the whole situation is her just trying to up and leave.
Right.
Now, the whole research thing, I can understand where Madison is coming from. In the medical field, sometimes you have to strike while the iron is hot.
Especially when it comes to research projects. Like, and you know, like I always am like, choose the career aspect of things. Like, cause that, I feel like those opportunities don't come along.
No, I just had to mess with you.
Oh, okay. They don't come along every day. And I want to believe that even if they were doing well, like Madison would have wanted to go.
And the thing is, the problem I think is, it's not so much that she wants to go. It's I'm going to do this. I'm breaking up with you. We ain't going to work anyway. Right. That's the part that hurts me.
And was she going to tell Chelsea?
That too.
Because it was Bill who told Chelsea.
How did you feel about that?
That Bill told.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I don't like when people, I feel like, spread my business. Like, I just... And I actually thought about that when we were watching it, because I tried to put myself in, like, the different point of views. Like if your mom ran into me and all of a sudden I was just like, I'm gonna be moving to London for a year, and I don't know about me and Brian. Like, I do feel like your mom would have probably called you like, did you know Patricia was moving to London? So it's like, is it really like telling somebody's business, or is it just genuine, like, you know, like concern, you know what I mean? Or also like, should Chelsea have heard that from Madison?
I'm gonna be sexist here. I think that mothers will say to women, handle that. You tell her. Where dad is, I gotta protect the feelings first. Where now because I think with him, because he's messed up so much, he don't want no ounce.
He goes extra hard to show that he's a good father.
Where Vernon may have said, "You about to do what?" Okay,
does such and such,
and he would have threatened without threatening and said, "You better go tell her else." I think that's the difference. But I think that's also the experience. But I think if it was like Dani, I think Dani would have dressed Madison down,
right,
and made her feel, okay, fine, I'll tell. That's just the way I see it.
Yeah, same. I mean, I don't know if Madison made it clear or whether or not she was going to tell Chelsea, but that's the only part I think that...
I don't think he just said, oh, she don't know, and then she
didn't say, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I do hope that they get it together, because what I'm afraid of is if Madison does go on this research, like, does that mean we lose her like as an actress on the show? And I love Madison. I think she's an adorable little nerd, and I want her and Chelsea to work out. I don't see them like go in the long run. I think if they meet later on in life when they've matured a little bit, I think Chelsea needs maturity. And I feel like Madison is someone who needs to like live a little in a way where she doesn't see like one little slice of, you know, not coloring between the lines and running. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's just like, no, everyone lives life kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just they're not perfect. So
I think we saw Chelsea have to grow up so much in front of us.
Right.
You got to remember, she's scared of her mother in the sense of scared to say, Mom, I don't want to model anymore.
Right.
We watched her grow up from that. We watched her deal with, obviously her parents and then deal with being kidnapped and facing her fears, Allison.
Yep.
And then I'm like, oh, shoot. What if Allison comes back? Because she's lurking.
Oh, of course.
She's crazy.
She always pops
up. So she knows that this is happening, even though we don't know that she knows that.
Yeah,
so and she's waiting to pry
somehow.
in.
And we still don't know. I'm hoping that they do have callbacks where maybe her trial will come up or something to that effect, because that would be really fun to go back to. So let's talk about Bill, since you brought him up.
Yeah, buddy.
So he is really going through. I know I say that like every week now, it seems like, but he really is. He's definitely in his feelings. He's feeling nostalgic. He's having flashbacks to when him and like Vernon first met, him and Dani's, relationship. He calls back to this dress that he bought her that she looks that fucking aqua teal, like with the V-neck and the gold belt. Oh my God. And like, so he's feeling nostalgic. He even goes to Vernon and talks about like how much he loved hearing Vernon call him son and things like that. He definitely wants Dani back, and he is not getting anything back from the Duprees that he wants to get. Like when Vernon was like, once I thought you were the son I never had, and now you're just a liar and a disappointment.
Ooh.
That hit home for me.
I want to say, Bill Hamilton, thank you for showing brothers why they should not drop the ball. You think about, I've never been in that situation. And I'm always going to do my best diligence never to be in that situation where I'm the one who's like, dang, I dropped the ball,
Fumble.
Yeah, we always talk about, as your word is, bag fumbler.
Yes, 100% bag fumbler.
And the thing is, I don't think you've been in that situation either. So it's like, but I'm sitting there watching him, and every day I'm like, you messed up. And then Dani knows.
Yeah.
My issue with her is always like, is she gonna slip too far? I honestly, as crazy as this sounds, don't mind her teasing him. And
me too. I was literally just gonna say, I like how she brings it right up to that line.
Yeah.
Of like, because it has to be entertaining to just flirt with a handsome man that that you have in the palm of your hand, but also like, you fucked up. Like you lost me. The tables have turned. And rewatching that special that they did on Martin Luther King Day,
you saw
really got me even more invested in the Dani and Bill storyline, because Bill was a motherfucker when they first divorced. Yes, because he was like deliberately mean, deliberately spiteful, intentionally goaded Dani when he really didn't need to. You did enough. Rude. You left me for my daughter's friend that's half my age. You buy a house in my town. You get married at the country club. You forced my father to force me to go. Like, you won, bro. And now to see the tables turn and Dani actually happy with Andre.
But you said it best too, because it is good when you can kind of be the person, especially when the person's attractive, and everybody else would be like, "Oh man, would you mess up?" This and it's like, no. They messed up, right? And now they have to reap what they sow.
Exactly.
And I'm looking at him every time, and it's hard not to feel bad. But the reason is, to be honest, the reason why it is that way is because we know his wife is trying to kill him.
Yeah.
I think if we didn't know his wife was trying to kill him, we'd be like, oh, whatever, Bill.
Right.
But the fact is
like when I say you fucked up, bro, you fucked up.
And then the thing is, like,
homegirl is poisoning you.
We're watching him be a good father.
Yeah.
I give him credit where credit is due. He's over the top with Jacob. You better make sure like Jacob is
way better. He is like 1,000 times better husband than you ever be. As boring as Jacob is, he's boring because he's such a good. It's like, yo, come. Well, I can't wait to get into Vernon, actually. We got to do so we did our ladies at Fairmont Crest. Now we got to do the men. The husbands A Fairmont Crest.
Oh boy, that's a good time.
That's gonna be a good
I think
one.
you do good at that. You should
Thank
have
you
a podcast.
so much. Thank you. I think I should too.
Yeah.
But okay, let's get into the real, like, what we really want to talk about when it comes to Bill.
Which part?
And that's him acting like he was asleep when Haley.
Now look.
When Haley wanted to have sex, yo, let me tell you, when he did the extra snore, when she went to like touch him, I said, "Oh, he faking," didn't I? I said, "Oh, he faking." When that eye opened up, oh my God, I fell out of my chair.
But see, the thing is too about Haley, not only is he thinking about Dani, but Haley's being annoying.
Yeah.
So that's like a double whammy.
It started when Chelsea getting kidnapped and she didn't know her place.
Oh.
When Bill wanted to go over to the Duprees and just deal with it without having to deal with her. Because not only was then she was also being extra.
Yeah, that's
while she was, and I think that was like the first inkling of like, oh, you annoying. Because that was the first time where he was just like, oh no, you go home. I'll be good. Now he don't want to spend no time with her. She be trying to seduce him in the office. And he'd be like, oh, he even said on Friday's episode, like, I am not in the mood. Like, girl. So that's when she's upping the poison now. Because now she knows like, oh shit, I'm losing him. Like now once a man doesn't want to have sex with you, and I just say a man, period. Yeah, that's when it's like,
she's like,
they're done.
I mean, everything is there. Like
they're
she
done.
Looks gorgeous.
She's amazing. But if even that is, because I mean that's how we got here. Let's be real, like she's a paralegal, but yet your stomach is out. How you a paralegal? Remember that outfit she was wearing?
Yeah, that's true.
Like I hate when she pulls that card. Also, girl, you don't need to work. Like, come on, you rich now. But Madison found some abnormalities in Bill's blood work.
We knew that was coming.
She said it was nothing to panic about, which is the untraceable part of the poison. But obviously, you don't want to do too much. And Randy was not happy to hear that Haley had upped the dosage.
Yeah.
And now, because now Haley is doing it out of... And that's possible. Like, wow.
Right.
Like, wow, Haley. But she's definitely spiraling right now. One scene I did appreciate was when she ran into Lynette at the smoothie shop and Dani came through.
Yeah.
And basically just read her the rights. She reminds me of Kat in that way.
Which one?
Dani. Like when she how she kind of sunned Haley in front of Lynette. But Kat is a little bit more mean-spirited to me.
Of course, because she hasn't lived. She lived in a bubble.
Yeah, and I mean, when it comes to Eva, you know, it's like, oh, I can't wait to get into that. But what I love most about that scene is Lynette is starstruck by Dani Dupree. Yeah. And I like that they remind us, like, you know, Anita is famous. Dani Dupree is a famous model, and if you know, you know. So I did appreciate that. Also, Lynette is beautiful. I need more of her. She
definitely is.
I love her. But you see Haley spiraling. She's trying to bond with Andre. Like Andre's like, you don't have a friend over here. Like we are not the same. How many times do I have to tell you?
You becoming a fan.
Of Andre? I told you.
Nah, but it's getting like you becoming a fan.
I think so. I just like how he, you know, like he a real ass nigga at the end of the day.
Hey, gatekeepers, real quick, I want to invite you to catch us on social media. Simply go on our Instagram at 6 Heart Media, where we drop clips of the show as well as the other things we participate in, and make sure you participate in the conversations on our Facebook page. Just go to Love and Them Gates, hit the like button.
So now let's get into Eva, who really disappointed me this week, I will say.
Eva be looking good.
Oh gosh, she's gorgeous. But she walks in on Izaiah and Kat talking, laughing and stuff like that. This is right after Izaiah was approached to be a model by Dani, and we'll get into that. And Eva walks in on it, which is so funny because Kat used to always walk in on Eva in her boyfriend's face, which I always, every time I'm just like, girl, why are you always in my man's face? And I don't like you. So Kat and Eva exchange words. Kat leaves, goes to the bar, and Eva just like loses it.
Yeah, she did.
I think that was a bit uncalled for.
Not having friends.
Yeah, she need girlfriends.
Not having girlfriends, like you said before, because I'm thinking about how you would have handled that situation, right? You'd be like, girl, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Yeah, that like they family. Right. In a sense.
They really are. And they have known each other for years.
You can't be mad that they're having a conversation regardless of what. Like, okay, you don't like her. We get that. You tried. We understand that. And every time you try, Kat kicks you to the curb. You know? And I really hate that she slept with Tomas.
I know.
Because
she lost all her credibility.
No, not that. Maybe. But I feel like they would have been so cordial.
Oh yeah, me too.
Like
yeah.
that was.
I am over it. Everybody's fucking over it. Their beef at this point, it's like, all right.
It's because it's one of those things. It's like, can't we all just get along
at this point?
You know. And so, but her sleeping with Tomas is set everything back 10 years, and now she's thinking karma's going to get her because at the end of the day. Let's be real. If Kat wanted Izaiah, she could make a play because they're not blood. It's just awkward.
Yeah, it's just, you got Dani and,
yeah, Dani and Andre. It's essentially
kind of the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like no blood relation, like kind of like out of the family, just too close.
Too close.
But yeah, it'll be awkward. But I think Eva overreacted.
She overreacted.
I think it's because Kat had just said some crazy shit to her, a couple weeks ago when she was trying to be nice. But also you cannot be mad if this man is having a conversation with a family friend. Right. Like if you're gonna implode like that, just from that, then it's like, girl. And then him asking like, are you jealous? Usually that would bother me when men say that because it's just a fucking ego boost at the end of the day for them. But the way you're acting, like, it's kind of like...
But that's what it was, though. He was trying to boost his own ego. And we see that with Izaiah.
Yeah.
Because, to him, accepting the modeling gig, in my opinion, feels like, okay, yeah, I'm accepted, whatever. As opposed to if he makes them chase him, then it's like, yeah, they really want to take me for Bianca.
Right. You sound just like
But
him.
the thing is, like, in my opinion, if like the relationship, he should have said, hold on, listen. Now, I'm all for you, but you need to chill. And that honestly, like, as you get older, you gotta remember they're in their 20s.
Yep.
You would realize, not saying the yelling, but the assertiveness would have fucking turned Eva on.
Right.
Because she would have said, okay, he with me.
But I felt, you're right.
But they're playing that casual, and she know good and well that she don't care. She's like, oh, fine, you want to be casual? You can talk to whoever you want to. And then the moment he be sitting up there, or what's her name? Victoria or whomever, come back around at the town, Eva gonna be upset. Like, but you, like the way she was with Tomas. Like, she really thought they had a bond because of books.
I think they did have a bond.
No,
I think he was just the wrong person to have a bond with.
He was playing her from the jump. When has Tomas read a book?
They still into the series. They talked about it when the last time they. I believe it. He
don't like people not liking him.
I believe that they had a friendship.
Okay, friendship, but I just think that Eva's tripping and Izaiah is tripping too because he could have just deaded this.
But I think there was a level of confusion on his part as well because her outburst, especially him kind of coming later on, not really knowing the extent of their beef, and her going off as hard as she did when he's literally like, that's like my cousin. You know what I'm saying?
But he told her, like, every time he tried to reach, she told him, every time she tried to reach out, Kat kicks her to the curb.
Yes, but again, you walked in on us having a conversation. Like, it wasn't that. I think Eva overreacted, and I just don't like that she keeps showing that she's just like this insecure. Like, my dad didn't love me growing up. Like, I hate that shit. And like, I just think she's better than that. And I think it's like she doesn't have enough input from like women her age that have dated and like moved around a bit.
She need to
like
be homies with Shanice.
Shanice would really give her that real. Let's get into Shanice. I'm glad you brought her up. So
Ted did.
Her and Ted are on and popping.
Yes.
They're going on dates. Kat walks in on them on a date, and I was very proud of Kat's reaction. But I think it's because like everybody knows Shanice, and she's like a good woman. Like, you know what I mean? She's about her shit. She's a great nurse.
Nosy as
They're
hell.
familiar with her. She's nosy, but I mean, that's the worst thing about her at this point.
Yeah.
And she goes over and her and Shanice have like a woman-to-woman conversation, which I like to see.
Loved everything about it. I think that it's almost scary. It's like, wait, this and I know we'll get into the previews. It's like, damn, man, it's too good to be true. You know, and you know, remember when Ted was like bought her roses, had Nicole reminiscing, and she was like, he used to buy me flowers and this, that. And then she was like, so is this your signature move? This what you do?
So Ted buys roses for women after he sleeps with them.
Then Ted, you can see him kind of getting scared, like, wait, oh shit, she catching on. And then she's like, it's okay because I'm getting the roses. And he's like,
yeah, because both Leslie and Nicole said they got one rose and she got a dozen. So she was like, I got more than them. And I'm like, okay, I try to put myself in their position. Like if I found out that he did this with all the women he's been with, that's not the worst thing to do. Like, okay, you buy women flowers after you sleep with them. The two women that I know of, the only two women I know of that you slept with, like that's not like a scandal. You know, like it's not the worst thing to hear about your current boyfriend.
Yeah, you know, and that's what I like about the way she handled that.
Very mature.
You know, give us more scenes though.
And yeah, I would like more romantic scenes between them. And you know what you're getting yourself into. Like she knows everything about Ted's in them business because she knows he is hell. So you gotta know, and that's why I like Shanice. Like when you get to that age and certain men you're dating, or even just anyone that you're dating, like you know what you're getting into, and you just kind of come in and act accordingly. And that's what Shanice is doing. But she's also giving everyone grace in the situation. She's being respectful. She's being honest. She's being real. She's being real with herself. So I like that. So one thing Kat does bring up, and of course everybody is like, okay, what about Leslie's crazy ass? Because she's still in her mind, even though she's fucking Marcel, she still has her claws in Ted. And Shanice says to Kat, if push comes to shove, I will show that little basket case bitch exactly who she's messing with. Quote, and I put that in the notes because I was like, quote, yes, queen. Shanice is not playing that.
Nope.
She is not playing that. She is not worried about Leslie. And now Leslie knows that they are a full-on couple.
And you know what? It's just like, Leslie, leave this man alone. You wanted a friendship. You should have known. And that's why I'm bothered. Like, why did Ted even go there? Like, I'm sorry. Ain't that much liquor in the world, bro.
Like, you brought that back in your life?
Yeah, like we always say, keep her out of your room. And I think Shanice even said recently, like, so you don't have an apartment yet? Like,
it's kind of weird that he's still in a hotel.
Yeah,
especially,
like, bro, you're not getting
rich.
back in that house.
Right, you're rich. You have no reason to be living in a hotel.
It made sense in the beginning. He had hope.
And he thought he was moving back in his family home. Let me tell you something. Nicole busy in that family home.
Oh, my.
Well, her chocolate man.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. That hurt.
I know. But I'm so happy for Nicole. So
I mean, me too, but it's the way you said it. Like, the fact he thought he was going back there and he thought he was going to be back in that room. And all the nasty things Nicole
they've
used
been
to
having
do
sex
to
all
him.
over that house.
She doing that to him now in that room.
All over the house. They just got to her bedroom. They were saying in the last, she was saying like, this is an intimate space.
Somebody said that in the Facebook group. What? Why do you keep using the same wall?
Oh God. I mean, as long as they're trying to portray different rooms, I'm good. Like Naomi and Jacob got a living room. Yep. I'm not complaining.
That's what they need. They need
now my next thing is the kids need better bedrooms. Them shit just like great jail cells. Like what teenagers have blank nothing in their room at all that shows their personality.
Right.
Anyway. So before we get into Nicole, because I cannot wait to get into Nicole. That's what Carlton was saying.
That's why I love doing this show.
Don't no-sell me.
You'll see in post my facial expressions.
Okay.
No sell. It means to not give the person the reaction that they desired.
Yes, that is what that means. First of all, these fucking people that work at this hotel just be giving out room keys to people. Like, Kat has been able to get into some hotel room. Leslie, I can't even tell you how many times Leslie has broken into either Eva or Ted's hotel room at this point. But she leaves underwear there, which I'm hoping. I know we saw the preview for next week, and it looks like Shanice is upset, but I really hope Shanice knows, like, because I immediately would say it was Leslie and believe you because she's fucking crazy.
But you also know, like, knowing Ted after all this time, the man went through deep heartbreak with Nicole, thought they was getting back together. Right. And then once he realized, okay, he moved on. And then he poured his all into Shanice. He never gave her a reason.
Why would he wait? Why would he?
Like, Nicole, even though she up front, Carlton and Kyle, they have a reason to be like, okay, who you want to be with today? Right. Or you going to be with somebody else. Because she made it clear. But she's letting them know also, I am not, I don't want to commit to one person. Right. Ted is like, Shanice. All in. He had that booty, and he can't turn away. She put on that purple dress, and if you saw her, the actress's Instagram, she showed different angles of it. The people loved it. And then Ted,
she's beautiful.
She is beautiful. I mean, did they not do a great job with the cast of Beyond the Gates?
Yes, beautiful black people. Beautiful black people.
And we're going into Black History Month as we were. Well, by the time they watch this, it's gonna be Black History Month. A beautiful cast, and she just showing off like, and he's made it clear. I want you.
Yeah, I really hope she knows what's up. I really do. Leslie. I know. But it's like, girl, leave it alone.
She ain't even get thrown in jail yet.
I know, but she's fucking a cop. Girl, you busy with that.
Yeah, but
do that.
But he ain't no Teddy Weddy.
Teddy Weddy's crazy.
He probably wasn't good as Ted.
I mean,
Ted in his drunk state was probably better.
Maybe.
Because maybe you think about it, like if she had drunk Ted, it was probably still good.
Right.
He been giving Nicole dick for so long, he don't know how to get bullshit dick. Ooh. So he probably gave it to her good, and she got crazier. You think maybe, just think
that's why he made a
I get the history, mistake. Right? But it's been 20 plus years. You think if it was bad, she'd have been like, you know what?
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Ain't got it no more.
And then you add on her delusion.
Yes.
That's a toxic combination. So let's get into Nicole and Carlton, shall we? Because I'm very happy Nicole has, and I mean this respectfully, Nicole has officially entered her whole phase. We've all had them, ladies. It's just a safe way to have fun. And Nicole is finally doing that. And I'm so happy for her. And I love, you mentioned it before, I love how she's very upfront as well about it. Like she told Carlton, she was like, I know how I usually like to make plans and I'm kind of going to play things by ear. And that was her way of being like, when I feel like, I want to go on a date or something, yes, no, maybe, I might just go on a date with Kyle, which we see that she is doing.
Carlton, you better build a roster.
No.
Carlton, you better build a roster.
Who measures up to Nicole?
It don't matter.
Nobody.
You cannot let somebody, when you trying to commit, tell you, you know what? That's cool, but I'm going to go around town first. Put you in the refrigerator, go around town, and then come back to you when I'm finished, and then go back around town. That's not fair to him. It's fair for Nicole to be in her phase, by all means. But Carlton better build a roster because
I don't think he is. I think he's gonna.
He won't. But
he knows that he needs to prove himself to Nicole at all times.
He cannot outshine her desires to be in the whole phase right now. Yeah. There's no amount of money he can spend because she got it all. There's no amount of dinners he can plan, and there's no amount of orgasms he can give her to make her say, I'm done, I just want you. Because she's made it clear, I am ready. So, what Carlton needs to do, since Nicole wants to feel free, is enter and create a roster.
Nah.
And if he does it,
I think he cool.
He's going to be hurt. I guarantee it.
I don't think he's going to be hurt because he knows what's up. I think if anything, he's just going to keep trying harder and harder because...
Did you not see the way he was acting towards Kyle and trying to, you said it yourself.
He knows he has competition, so he's going to keep fighting for her.
See, Kyle got a roster.
Well, he's a traveling doctor.
Exactly. He got a roster because he made it clear. Like,
Nicole
he not thinking.
is his DMV shorty.
He not thinking.
He got shorties coast to coast to coast.
You don't think, so you just think that my good friend Carlton.
Now you love Carlton all of a sudden.
Sit there and just take it?
Not take it, but like do what you gotta do to hold my attention.
Because nothing, my thing is, it's nothing he can do.
Dude.
And sometimes when you sit back and after you evaluate those situations, you be like, maybe this is how it should have been handled. This man need to build a roster.
Yeah, maybe.
What?
I said, yeah, maybe.
He needs to build a roster.
Okay, so I am still rooting for Carlton. He made it into her bedroom. Nicole expressed that that's an intimate space, and I love
and Kyle will
these
be there
kinds
next
of
week.
Things. And Kyle will be back next week.
No, he'll be in the bedroom next week.
You think?
Yeah.
Or did they show it?
Nicole's playing this man. She's telling him.
Nicole is
saying this is an intimate space. Nobody's been here but Ted. She's putting
a fact.
But she's putting the space on a pedestal. Now,
let her do what she gotta do.
If she takes him, as you like to say, takes him down in a hotel, I was wrong. By all means.
Which I don't think she's bringing Kyle back to her house. That's a lot for Nicole. Come on. Like, this girl just had a sex scene 2 seasons in. Give my girl.
All right, we're going to find out.
Well, she's been
y'all let me know what y'all think.
Yes, let us know what you think. Nicole definitely is filling her oats. Okay.
Sowing her oats.
She's...
Oh, I thought it was sewing.
No, filling her oats is a like a drag term. It's like when you're like filling your oats.
Oh, see, we said sewing our oats when you
yeah.
Our mama said, get it out.
Well, okay, so
my bad. I ain't trying to jump the shark.
Okay, so let's get into Anita's reaction to Nicole's changing, because we'll get into Kat's reaction as well. But Anita basically is, because after Kat comes to Anita, she expresses her concerns about her mom after seeing her mom at the bar dressed very scandalous.
As Tomas said, looking fine as hell.
Ew.
I'm sorry.
Really, Tomas?
You don't say that.
You can think it, but you do not say it.
No. You can't think it. Because
you can admire that a woman. Well, that is her mom.
Right. That's why you can't think it. Because the thought is just as bad. So it says in a good book. You have to control the thoughts. So no, Tomas, you can't think that.
Yeah, that was wild for him to say. And he was like
he was like,
bro, you could do
thirsty.
So much. Mind you, this is the man that slept with your sister. Like, anyway, so she is observing her mom on a date essentially with Kyle, and she is, I think, overreacting. I mean, I guess it does have to seem a little weird. Like, you're used to your parents' fairy tale marriage, and now you're like seeing your mom in a whole new light. And you know what, parents, like, that moment you see them as like adults and you're just like, ew, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, so she's seeing her mom as like a sexual person, and it's like, okay, and it's not with her dad. This is crazy. She's concerned. She goes to Anita. So Anita goes to Nicole, or, is talking with her, and she's basically like, I'm gonna need you to get this out your system because you may need to be the matriarch of this family. Anita is, she's going through what she's going through. She's doing a lot of forward thinking, because there is a possibility that she, doesn't survive this, God forbid. And I feel like what a woman does with her body is her business. And we've talked about this on the show before. Like, I just don't think what Nicole is doing is anyone's business to speak on. You know what I mean?
Oh, facts.
So I think it's a lot, like, because I think if I was in that position and my mom summons me and she's just like, I heard that you're like out in these streets. I'm gonna need you to like, wait, excuse me? But, you know, I could see Kat being like, wow, this is different for me. But I also think she's overreacting. Like, let your mom live her best life.
Yeah, she should be. But it's hard for her, you know. Again, a lot of changes. And then she's not getting dick down herself. Mm-hmm. You know, Tomas is too busy worried about being partner that, you know, he's barely taking her out. Mm-hmm. Like, he need to be telling
gladly.
He's just happy to be associated with her.
He's not taking. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Being a boyfriend,
because now that he has the job that he wants, I would not be surprised. I said this before. Mm-hmm. If another woman comes into Tomas's orbit that has more status than Kat potentially does, and could get him further along, bye, Kat. Your heart is gonna get fucking broken.
Let's get somebody else in there.
Yeah, Kat needs a new man, and not Izaiah. She needs a new man for sure. So Naomi, she's still keeping her test results to herself. She did confide in Ashley, which is, I mean, she's a nurse, so I think her best friend, so that makes sense, yeah. And she just wants to get knowledge about it. And that's who Naomi is. I get it. Do you think it's time for her to tell Jacob?
1,000,000%. That's her husband. That's her best friend. That's the person she committed herself to. I think she needs to talk to Jacob, and I think they need to have a good conversation about this. And I think she needs to tell him, first and foremost, just sit there, listen, don't say nothing.
Yeah, because I know you're always talking.
Yeah, like and I get it. You know, a lot of times I feel for Jacob, right? You know, I'd be like, bro, he just a fixer. And he loves his wife to the utmost. He really does. And he loves his family. You know, he loves his family. He loves her family. But he really needs to have like those deep conversations with Vernon. Mm-hmm. You know how we see Vernon having these conversations with Bill? We see him having with Martin, Andre, and even Ted. He needs to have that conversation with Jacob to tell him, let me give you some marital advice. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it's time for her to tell him, because, you know, she's not sick by any means. It's just a preparation thing. And quite frankly, you want to know these things so that you can take care of yourself better and make sure you get the regulatory screening. Right. So that you be safe. Right.
I think she's going to tell him. I just think she needs time to tell him because Jacob can be a bit overbearing. Yeah. So I think she just wants to like deal with it with her own self for a little bit, learn as much as she can learn, and then bring it to her family. Because she's also trying to spare everyone right now. Yeah, that's as well. True. But again, your husband.
But if I had the BRCA2 gene for, you know, because the BRCA2 gene is present, I actually learned about it first, the prostate cancer. And then I remember talking to my former colleague, Vanessa, Dr. McMains, who covered breast cancer. And she was like, oh, I knew it was in breast cancer, but I didn't know it was in prostate cancer. If I had it.
And men can also get breast cancer. So that Martin would have gotten tested as well if Nicole was positive.
Yeah, but would you want me to tell you immediately?
Yes. Yeah. See, I think I don't know. I think it's because I think I have like an avoidance to me, whereas in like, if it doesn't, like, it's not a cancer diagnosis in this moment. So I think that's why I would just be like if she waits 2 weeks to tell Jacob, that's not gonna like make or break anything. Now Anita, with her test results knowing she has cancer, that's when it's like family meeting immediately,
I think, you know I feel because the way she's letting it burn on her. If she was just going through life, but you can see it's one of those things, you can kind of see the stress in her eyes and in her face.
But maybe she doesn't want to add on Jake, because Jacob is a lot.
That's true.
Like, maybe she just needs a moment to just like, let me process this. Or,
I feel like she should talk to her Aunt Nicole. Yeah. And I always bring them to, because I just feel like
they are very much alike.
Yeah. Of like aunt, niece, uncle, nephew.
But is she going to add on stress as in pressure to tell Dani? Because we're just talking about she's not telling her husband. But Dani is walking around like my daughters are good, not knowing.
But you know what I mean? I feel like Nicole would have aunt to niece privilege, like attorney.
I would hope so.
I feel like they got that. You know, like true. I had it with my Uncle Mike. may he rest in peace. I knew if it was certain things that I couldn't talk to my parents about or didn't want to, I could go to Uncle Mike about stuff, and then we would talk through it. I feel like they have that relationship.
And Nicole's a therapist, so she's used to it's not my place to tell. Right, exactly. So I don't know.
That's why she ain't holding one dick.
I understand.
I'm sorry. she gonna fire me. It was getting a little too serious.
I just know, like, I relate to Naomi, unfortunately, in a lot of ways, and I do think she is going to tell Jacob when she's ready to tell Jacob. Period. So let's talk about Jacob.
Do not be a Jacob.
No, he is. We said it, babe. No one could be as annoying as Jacob. He's always like, "You're doing the right thing." It's just like, calm it down, bro. Relax. He's probably a freak though. You could tell.
Yeah, clearly she's still there.
You could tell. So he's going undercover. He's doing this plasma underworld ring, and
losing sleep.
You said who?
Losing sleep.
He's losing sleep. He's going overnight. He finds out a journalist is involved that can upend things. It's Smitty, who just needs that hard story. He just has to get into everything. Fucking annoyed. He annoyed too. I love Smitty though.
Yeah, me too.
But at the same time, his father's worried about him because he knows how dangerous these things can get. He spoke to Joey. The Impaler is this new person that everyone's afraid of in this world, and even Joey's like, nah, like that nigga is he's scary as hell. Like y'all should be worried.
Joey say that,
right? If Joey's saying that, and then he goes to Marcel, and Marcel is like, well, the other cops are confident in Jacob, but I'll look out for him for you. Do you think this case is too much for Jacob right now, or is he in over his head?
Not yet, but when he found out about his wife, it's gonna be too much.
And that's a main reason why Naomi's keeping it to him.
Because he's gonna naturally worry about her.
He is, and he needs to be locked in.
Spiral out.
He needs to be locked in right now because this case can make or break his career, but it could also be very dangerous. I want to see more of that. I want to see more of that part. So let's go into some kind of, I guess, sad. I think it's sad. But Derek comes into the hospital, and Kat was always walking in on Eva and Tomas for some reason, and Derek is always walking in on Ashley flirting with some guy. First it was Andre. Also, Andre, why are you always here? Now it's Grayson. But the sad part is that Grayson has a reason to be there.
Oh, Andre did too. He's the photographer for the hospital. World renowned. The thing is, when I saw Derek, I felt so bad for him. Because it's one of those things where you lost and it's at -5. It's no chance in getting her back. And the hardest thing, this is when you just gotta avoid.
But it's been over though. That's what I'm confused about.
But feelings, like if somebody break up with you and then you still want them, I've been the one who it's been distant, right? And it's because it wouldn't be like a full breakup. It would just be like, all right, like a distant. And then you wonder well, what's going on? This, that, and the other. But I've never been the person that had to walk in and see that person with somebody else.
Yeah.
But you think we're not together. Oh man, she's probably with somebody else. This, that, and the other. So for him to see it and he's not over it, and it doesn't have an expiration date either. So I felt bad for him. But the way he was pressing that dude,
yeah, that's the part that annoyed me.
What I saw was, before he told us what happened, I saw somebody who lost everything. Like you could just see the way the energy, right? It was, I've already lost a life. Fuck it. I'm gonna just go hard because I ain't going I ain't gonna get her back.
I feel like he would have walked in like that regardless if he heard that devastating news because he already was crossing the line with Grayson, getting on the elevator with him. When him and Ashley were at Orphe Jeans, he sat down.
That's true, but
he has been a habitual line crosser or stepper. Shout out to Chappelle Show. from day one. So I'm sorry.
I feel you, but I'm just telling you.
I'm sorry. I think I'm saying it from a woman's standpoint, and it's triggering because I had an ex like that. Rest in peace. I love you. Who was obnoxious like that? Like months after. Like when I tell you, like not even. I feel like there's a window after a breakup where you can like appreciate. Like it's like okay, I understand. Like you're being extra right now. But after a while, it's like, you gotta move on. Like, you gotta get over it. You cannot confront guys I'm talking to, burst into my classroom. Like, I've had crazy shit happen. So it's very triggering. So my thing is like, Derek, been over.
You're not wrong. And I understand you seeing it. You're bringing it, and I appreciate
and that's from a girl, like,
the woman's perspective.
It's again suffocating.
Friends, though. This always comes down to not having the right people in your corner. Because if Jacob was a real one, he would have said, go away, don't go nowhere near her. What I'm saying is, I'm not condoning what Derek is doing by any means. I'm saying he's not over Ashley. And that's the reason why. And then this news, because in all actuality, she's not the person he should be going to find out he can't be a firefighter. Like, oh, I just going through this. And then Ashley should not be consoling him.
Right.
Because she needs to make, even though it's like, you know what? I feel bad for you. I'm sorry. But she has to set the boundary. And that's what exes do a lot of times.
Yeah.
Oh, but we've always been there for each other.
Yeah, you gotta cut the cord.
That's a way back in. I don't trust nobody else but you. So I need to come in.
But that is also like life-changing, like news.
He's got to get used to not being being able to deal with Ashley.
You're right.
And that's where,
especially when you don't know how to act. Like you don't know how to act, knowing that she has moved on. Like you can't want to be friends with me and do the shit that Derek has been doing with Grayson. Like you just can't. Mind you, that's just one nigga she fucking. Like Ashley's trying to be out in the. What is he gonna do when he finds out that she might have a roster? Like he might fucking lose his mind.
Her to put him on the roster.
No, I thought so. Because I thought at one point he was gonna leave the show. So I was just like, oh. And now that he's back, I'm glad he's back. But I'm also go fuck that firefighter.
She was fine
How many
as
times
hell.
do we gotta say it?
Yeah, like I would tell him, Derek.
Fine as hell. That she has a cute little accent. She was throwing it at you.
She probably got some cheeks.
You know she got the cheeks.
Yeah, with that accent.
The firefighter pants.
What you call it? The amount of running she gotta do is squats.
Exactly. She knows your life. I mean, he might want to stay away from the firehouse.
Damn, you're right.
But I do feel bad for him. Though.
I mean, she was gonna fuck him in his ex house.
Imagine. That's great. Like, imagine being like, I just broke up with my fiance, help me move, and then you like. She tried to sleep with girl. Also, Derek, go get that.
Yeah, that's what
you can't get over Ashley. The best way to get over her. Jacob was trying to tell him.
He gave good advice that time. He's like, "What you doing here?"
Jacob does give Derek good advice. Now that I think about it,
yeah,
I just don't think Jacob knows yet what, because I don't think Ashley told Naomi. You know what I mean? I don't think it got back to Jacob just yet. Because I think Jacob would be like, bro, like, what are you doing?
Hey, man, sit down.
You can't be. That's how Jacob told, like, the right thing to do is this. Why are you not doing it? Yep. Like, that's the type of nigga you just want to slap the shit out of. That's why that nigga became a cop. He's self-righteous and everybody wants to beat him up. And he said, you know what? I'm going to just become a cop like my pops.
Yeah. He should have went to Bianca. Yeah, I want to see everybody.
Oh my God. I want to meet their brother.
Oh.
So real quick, because I want to get this out the way because it makes me sad. So Anita and Vernon, we talk about overbearing husbands, and Vernon and Jacob as well are overbearing, but like in the best ways. Like you want a woman in your family to have a husband that loves and cares about each other the way Vernon and Anita do.
But it's the truth.
Yeah.
But it's like, because he's seeing his whole world shift. Like, because he also knows the worst, like, there's always a worst case scenario, but he literally has the worst case scenario
out of anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, his partner in crime. And and it's a lot. And he's doing a lot. And Anita is annoyed with him. And I can understand that only as in like, and it's not even just like if it was my husband, it was just like going through what you're going through. Like, I don't need to be reminded every second that I'm sick. You don't need to watch me sleep. You don't need to watch me do this. Like, it just brings you down after a while. So Anita, and also when you have a partner in crime, you kind of take your anger and frustrations out on that person. So I think there's a side of Anita that is just taking out her anger about having the C word on Vernon. Like, you're here,
she's trying not to,
right? You're here, like you're here. All the like, I'm just gonna take it out on you. You know what I mean?
I blame Tracy. Is it Tracy?
Yeah, the one that was going hard. I
feel like if that didn't happen, it's
she came in like, you're dying, Anita. Face it. And Anita's like, I just wanted to have lunch.
It's that conversation. And sometimes it can be a conversation that will send a person to a different level. And I feel like in that case, it was her. And that's what set everything off.
Yeah, I agree.
And it was like, all right, fine. I guess I got to face this reality. I got to deal with it.
And it doesn't help that she's actually passed out. She actually, like, physically, Vernon can see that this is taking a toll on you, and he wants to be there for her. They're gonna bicker. Who else is in the house? Anita gonna yell out about shit that she can't blame on anyone else.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? And I think they have a strong enough foundation to get past that. Shout out to Ted though, coming through with the IV after she passed out. And you can see the fear, and I said it last week, the fear on Vernon's face when she passed out. Like, oh my God. Like, so what's happening that I was not gonna happen is Anita's hair is falling out. Yeah. Because of the chemo. She finds out after Vernon shuts down the country club for her. Like, and he's done this before. He shut down Orphe Jeans for her, got her favorite foods, her favorite music. And I was like, this is beautiful. Like, beautiful. And Anita's having a good time until that happens.
Yeah, but I'll say this. To break it up a little bit, I saw somebody say, and you would know, will this be the time we see her natural curls on television? And I was like, okay, I could deal with that.
I hope so. I hope they don't go too drastic, because we do know she gets a makeover. Yeah,
because we see the preview, and Chelsea's like, so what you think to Chelsea?
And I like how Chelsea's like the go-to with like fashion and looks. It's like,
that's you and your family.
I would say so. Yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I mean, my sister, when I tell her like, well, PR says this is fine. She's like, oh, good. That's what I appreciate about her, because she will make sure you always look good.
Yeah. But I do hope Anita and Vernon can like keep their connection in the midst of all of this. And we didn't mention real quick, closing out, that Joey officially pressed that husband that put his hands on Vanessa. Vanessa had bruises. It takes a lot to leave bruises just going like this. So I think once Joey seen those.
But yeah, when he see that, because you don't mess with his Vanessa.
You don't mess with Vanessa. And he brought him, he honestly was doing the Doug on him. Like as in using the casino as like, and that's why they say like you shouldn't have vices. Yeah. Because those are a weakness that people can exploit, and that is what Joey does.
You should know your vices.
Right. And that's what Joey does to people. So he got him all liquored up, winning money and shit like that. And then at the end was like, yo, put your hands on Vanessa again. It's gonna be a problem, basically. But what's interesting is at the same time, Vanessa runs into his wife, one of her, best customers apparently, for Heart Attach, which I think is such a cute name for an escort service. And she basically says like, I'm so sorry about my husband. It will never happen again. Blah, 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 blah. So Vanessa thinks she handled it. But Joey handled it in a different way. They run, and the husband comes into the country club, sees Vanessa, and literally runs out the fucking door.
Yeah, was funny.
That was funny. And I was like, wow, he really does love Vanessa. But also, she's a business associate of mine, and he has to put it out there. Like, you're not going to basically confront any of my business associates and put your hands on them and get away with it. So Joey had to make a move regardless, but it's extra that it's the woman that he loves.
Joey Armstrong for you. Make sure y'all check out our deep dive.
Yes, we did a deep dive on Joey Armstrong, one of my favorite characters. And he has never, like, he's continually has been one of my favorite characters.
Nah, that's true.
Like, I love him. Vanessa be doing the most sometimes, but I love her.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to do a spotlight on Naomi.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very soon.
Mm-hmm.
And I also want to do one on the husbands.
Yeah, the real husbands of
Fairmont Crest. Yes. So we're going to do those 2 spotlights. So let us know in the comments some points and memories and scenes and quotes that you want us to talk about when it comes to Naomi. And also the husbands of Fairmont Crest, because we will include them in our spotlight or at least reference them. We love chatting with gatekeepers. So those who are new to Loving Them Gates, please hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, hit the bell for notifications. Make sure you're following us on Instagram, Facebook. All the links are in the description.
Share this with everybody, including
share this with everyone. Anyone that you know loves the show, like, join us. Can I share the good news?
Yeah, of course.
So all of our gatekeepers have helped our YouTube channel, 6 Heart Media, become an official YouTube creator partner. Yes, we are in the partner program. So now we can go live at some point and have like really cool fun stuff. So let us know if that's something that you're interested in. If you want to talk Beyond the Gates, we do talk wrestling,
pop
culture, all that kind of stuff. Let us know if you'll join us on a live stream, because I would love to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'll be a lot of fun. So we appreciate you guys tuning in, all the engagement, the sharing. It really, really helps. We really, really appreciate it. And we want to get to that next level in the YouTube partner program. We're trying to hit that 1,000 subscribers. So please, it's interesting because most of the people that watch our show are not subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button. It really helps a lot. Next week is going to be really good. We got Shanice finding the panties. We got, that sounds crazy. We got Anita with the makeover.
Yeah.
We got Kyle back in the picture.
He gonna get them cheeks.
He gonna get them cheeks, hopefully.
Don't waste it.
Not. Yeah, no, not on him. I mean, like, have your cute little dates, but like, save it all for Carlton.
Carlton, get a roster.
And on that note, we will catch you next week.
We out. Thank you for joining this episode of Loving Them Gates. For more Beyond the Gates content from 6 Heart Media, be sure to, 1, like and subscribe, but also check out the podcast on all your favorite podcast platforms, as well as the playlist right here. We do deep dives as well as weekly recap.